to Saskatchewan and to Pauline. Tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder moving to the brink of advancing to the NBA Finals. Plus, trade alert in the PBA as the Magnolia Hotshots and the Northport Batang Pierre swap stars.
And we catch up with members of the NU Lady Bulldogs as they prepare for a new era after winning the UAAP Season 87 Women's Volleyball Championship.
Puro matatangkad guest natin ngayon,
Oo
Check.
nga
Puro
eh,
middle
teka
blocker
lang.
eh.
5'3 lang po ako.
5'7 ako.
Wait lang.
With shoes. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Latuncalaw.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
On the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuck in another one. Bacunas rejecting Estebo for the win.
The Oklahoma City Thunder are now on the verge of officially taking the West and advancing to the NBA Finals. The Thunder winning Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals in Minnesota to take a commanding 3-1 series lead over the T-Wolves. Final score here, 128-126 in favor of SGA and OKC. That man right there, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, doing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander things, bouncing back from his lackluster 14-point outing in Game 3. This time, the reigning MVP dropped a playoff career-high 40 markers to go along with 9 rebounds and 10 assists. Just one board shy of a triple-double. SGA also nailed a bunch of nerve-wracking free throws to ice the contest. Unfazed by the chants of the crowd, free throw merchant. It was a one-man show, though, for the West leading Thunder. It wasn't a one-man show. Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren made also huge plays throughout the match. J-Dub adding 34 markers, 3 steals. Holmgren posting 21 points and 3 blocks. The Thunder can clinch their first finals berth since 2012 this Thursday as the series heads back to Oklahoma City. Game 5 will tip off at 8:30 a.m. Philippine time. Now here's OKC's three-headed monster after their magnificent performance.
They were confident. They weren't rattled by the moment. Like, there's so much to say about the work they put in, the effort, and the character that those two guys have. They deserve these moments, and they're stepping into them with full confidence and taking advantage of them, and I'm nothing but proud of these two.
How were you able to keep your cousin from beating you guys?
Yeah, it was close to it. He had a hell of a game. They're a really good team, so you try to do a good job on their main guys, and their B, C, and D guys get off, and they're a really good team, and you got to try to do the job all the way around. And it's harder than it looks, but they're a good team. So guys are going to play well. We just have to figure out how to win, and we got to win tonight, so we're happy.
Chet, while you guys were doing your thing on offense, Lou Dort was holding it down on Anthony Edwards. Just what impressed you about what he was able to do tonight defensively?
Honestly, I don't know if I'm impressed anymore because I see it every night. It's so normal to us. There's a reason he was first-time all-defense this year. There's a lot of reasons he should have been years before this, but he's getting his recognition now, and, I'm happy for him.
The Timberwolves had a shot at tying the West Finals at 2 games apiece. That's despite the Thunder's main stars all having terrific outings. Minnesota's unsung heroes tried to carry their team to victory. Nickeil Alexander-Walker came off the bench and scored a team-high 23 points, while Dante DiVincenzo and Jaden McDaniels added a total of 43 markers in a losing effort. They tried to make up for the subpar performances of Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle. Minnie's big guns underwhelmed in the pivotal encounter, scoring only 16 and 5 points respectively. At the post-game press conference, Wolves head coach Chris Finch talked about his squad's errors and Ant-Man's quiet outing.
We're not going to beat a team like this if you're certainly turning it over 20 plus times and letting them have a bunch of second chance opportunities. And we knew that. I thought second half was more aggressive. He got downhill. We got him off the ball a little bit more. When he got to the paint, I thought he found some people, made the right plays. I think first half he lagged behind a little bit too much. He needed to get out in front so we could stretch the floor and screen for him a bit. But second half was much better. Didn't have a great night, obviously. Bench was really, really good, so I rolled with them. They were finding shots for each other. They shot the ball extremely well from the three-point line, which we did a good job of finding those things. That's the guys that we chose to go with there.
From the NBA, let's head here at home to the PBA, a trade shocker, as rising Northport Batang Pierre star William Navarro is now heading to the Magnolia Hotshots. The league announced that the former Ateneo standout has been dealt to Magnolia for veteran forward the Beast Calvin Abueva. As you can see, Northport will also receive second-string forward Jeric Balanza and Magnolia's second-round pick in the season 51 draft. Abueva posted his goodbye to the Hotshots shortly after the trade was publicized, saying, quote, "Bye Mags." This ends the 37-year-old's 44-year stint with Magnolia as he heads to his fourth team in the PBA. Magnolia just beat Northport last Saturday, 106-97. Navarro has been one of the few bright spots amid Northport's struggles this conference, putting up 20.6 points and 10.6 rebounds per game. Hindi, kaya ako natatawa kasi may pinost din si Calvin Abueva, yung mahal mo na, ba't adan? Yun yung kasunod kasi noon. Pati ikaw, makakarma ka din.
And we get
Your turn.
Meantime, greatness truly runs in the family, especially when your aunt is the country's first Olympic gold medalist. Heidelin Diaz's nephew Matthew struck gold in weightlifting's long-awaited return to the Palarong Pambansa. A look into his gold medal performance in this report.
Tangina kasi hindi ka nakakatulog.
The qualifying round of the men's artistic gymnastics competition of the 2025 Palarong Pambansa is in progress at the Ilocos Norte National High School.
Smooth naman po ang takbo ng laro. Mayroong konting bagay na nangyayari pero manageable naman po. At saka yung mga bata ay ganadong-ganado. Ang ganda ng mga performance nila. Isang bagay din na nakikita ko dito dahil ang equipment po natin na pinahiram ng Gymnastics Association of the Philippines. Tapos dito din sa local, meron din kasi silang mga equipments na magaganda. Lalo na yung sprinkler. Kasi yun ang talagang gustong-gusto ng mga bata, sprinkler, para hindi masakit na kanilang paa.
The competing gymnasts were divided into 3 clusters, ages 7 to 9 for cluster 1, 9 to 12 for cluster 2, and 13 to 18 for cluster 3. Each cluster competes in their corresponding apparatus, which includes floor exercise, pommel horse, vault, and horizontal bar.
Malaki po ang possibility na meron tayong next Carlos Yulo. Kasi tayong mga Pilipino ay, ang build natin ay maganda sa gymnastics.
Ilang months po, bago ko po na-master po yung mga routine na ginawa ko po. Tapos medyo kinabahan po kasi first time ko lang po magpalaro.
Naganda po ako para sa Palarong Pambansa at nag-training po ako na mabuti. Naging masaya po ako. Tapos nagawa ko po kasi na mabuti yung mga skills ko na 7. Kung gusto nyo i-try, magpatuloy lang po kayo at mag-training po kayo na mabuti.
Sobrang hirap po kasi po, yung training po namin is full day po, every day po yan. Then yung sleep po namin is kulang po kasi po, anong oras na rin po kami natatapos. Sobrang worth it po. Gagawin ko po lahat yung makakaya ko. Nakapokus lang po ako.
What's in store for the NU Lady Bulldogs as a number of standouts head to the pros? We'll talk championships, transitions, and what's next for the blue and gold legacy live with the Lady Bulldogs themselves when play-by-play returns. Stay tuned.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play-by-Play only on One News. A new chapter check, not just for the NU Lady Bulldogs, but also to their graduating stars.
Standouts from the blue and gold are joining this year's PVL draft just weeks after winning their third UAAP women's volleyball title in 4 seasons. Joining us now live are members of that championship team, Erin Pangilinan, Sheena Turing, Nix Mata, and Chami Maaya. Thank you so much for joining us and congratulations!
And you Lady Bulldogs! Lahat middle blocker, kaya pinaupo na lang namin. Huwag na kayong tumayo dahil kasama nyo 5'6", 5'7" pala ako with shoes. With shoes. Ikaw,
5'3".
5'3". Isa-isa, height. Erin, you are 5'8", tama ba?
Yes po.
Tapos si Sheena is 5'9", 5'10". Parang sunod-sunod lang.
Yes,
Pinakamatangkad si Nix is 6'footer, di ba?
Yes,
May 6 ka ba, Chami? Wala. 5'10".
5'10". Anyway,
Bakit lang break the ice? Pag-usapan ng height.
so
Huwag
the
edad.
air down
Okay,
here.
go.
Okay, first of all,
Simula mo na, check.
congratulations to all you guys. And not just for winning the championship, but also yung mga graduates natin, di ba? Congratulations.
Taas ang kamay, sino ang
Very
graduating?
big milestone. And syempre, considering na ito na yung last championship na makukuha nyo playing for NU, how would you compare itong championship na to dun sa mga previous championships ninyo?
Pwedeng si Sheena, kasi nakatatlo si Sheena, pati si Erin. Di ba? Okay.
Ako, for
Sheena.
me, fulfilling siya. Kasi aside sa graduate na kami, like academically po. Tapos, itong championship na to, kaya kami nagstay. Kasi yung goal talaga namin is mag-back-to-back champion. So, thankfully naman po, kami mga batchmates ko, pinagtrabahoan talaga namin to. So, I hope next year, may mga lower batch ko. Kaya nila to. Kaya nga.
Kaya? Oo. Ate mo si Chami, oh.
Kaya.
Erin, ikaw?
For me po, very memorable siya for me since last playing year ko na nga po ngayon and I'm turning pro na. So, yung comparison ng first championship to last championship, sobrang masaya in a way na malungkot. Kasi nga po, it will be the last time that I will be playing with them. So, for me, ano siya, happy memory in a way na sad din siya.
Ganoon naman din talaga eh. Oo, kasi syempre, sabi nyo nga, even Eliza and Bella, di ba, alis na rin. So they want to leave, syempre, NU. Na with the championship, dahil graduating, ayaw niya naman, di ba, 5th year. Eligible pa, pero ayaw niya na mag-5th year, di ba?
And all the way from NU Nazareth.
Oh, yes, tuloy-tuloy. Dami, magkakasama yung mga yan eh. Ano pinaka-mamimiss nyo? Sige, bukod dun sa siguro training, di ko lang. Erin and Sheena.
I think yung teammates ko.
Yun yun, oh.
To be honest.
Totoo na, kami.
Actually, sila po kasi nga, ito mga to, high school pa lang kami.
Correct.
Since nung nakita namin yung every era po namin. Mga nene days, ngayon fresh now.
Yung involvement na kita namin, talagang parang kami na din na nagpalaki sa kanila. Kasi since grade 7, yung iba talaga parang kami na yung nag-guide, gano'n. So parang naging more like ate na in a way na parent type na din, gano'n.
Nakita nyo talaga yung growth nila.
Yes,
di ba? Players, individuals. And sabi nga nila, Chami, agree kayo doon?
Specialist po sa akin.
Nag-evolve
Grade 8 siya na.
Kasi si Cham din po, since high school teammate na din po namin siya.
Yes.
Okay, so ito na, yung dalawang sasali sa PVL draft. Okay, so tanungin natin, si Alexa and Chami. Si Nix. Yes, si Nix and Chami, kayo ang sasagot na to ha. Ano ang ma-offer nila Sheena and Erin sa mga magiging teammates nila sa PVL?
Sa tingin ko po yung pinakamalaking bagay na ma-offer po nila is yung leadership po nila. Lalo na po on court. Kasi po, madami na po sila naging experience. Kahit rookie pa po sila noon, nag-i-step up na po talaga sila to lead the team. So sa tingin ko po yun po yung malaking bagay na mabibigay po nila sa mapupuntahan po nilang team ngayon.
Chami.
Sa tingin ko po is yung eagerness and yung pagiging champion by heart po nila. Kasi alam ko po, kahit na anong mangyari, kahit gaano po kahirap yung madaanan po nila,
Malalagpasan po talaga nila.
Talaga? First time? Okay.
Malalagpasan po nila. Kasi kilala ko po sila eh. Kahit na sobrang down na po ng iba, sila po talaga yung magbubuhat.
Yes. Ano naman pinakamabilis, pinakamamimiss nyo dun sa dalawa? Tingnan natin kung ano mamimiss. Kayong dalawa, anong mamimiss nyo naman sa dalawang araw?
Yung talak po natin. Kasi po, syempre po, para po kami ng mga position, sila po yung, syempre po, sila yung matanda sa amin. Alam na po nila yung dapat namin gawin. Sila po yung nag-guide talaga sa amin kung ano po yung kailangan pa namin i-improve, tsaka kung ano po yung gagawin namin inside the court din po.
Okay, so syempre, pati si Bella Belen. What happened, Bella?
Sinabi niya yun, what happened, Bella, dito.
Syempre, kasama din siya sa draft. So, yung gaano kayo ka-excited makakaharap si Bella after years of being teammates with her? Yung chances na makalaban nyo na siya.
Erin. Kasi syempre, lagi nyong kasama si Bella eh. Alam nyo kung paano si Bella, inside and out, on and off the Taraflex. Alam nyo kung paano. Eto, tama si Check eh. First time yung, nasa kabilang side siya.
Sobrang exciting in a way na parang nakakatak na, Be, kalma ka lang. Teammate mo pa rin kami, kalma ka lang. So, yun, exciting kasi we know Bella na kung paano siya maglaro, kung paano niya talaga gusto yung volleyball and yung heart niya talaga in playing volleyball. So, nakaka-excite and in a way na matcha-challenge din talaga kami na talagang alam mo yon, yung hindi papaya, gano'n. Yung gano'ng, talaga, labanan.
Yes, pati alam natin yung swag ni Bella. Lalo na pag gigil si Bella, pag may gusto siyang, di ba, pag may gustong targeting kasi si Bella, alam mong, patay sa akin to. Sina, kasi syempre, middle ka, tapos alam mo din kung paano yung diskarte ni Bella.
Look forward ko yun naman po. Pati rin po si Erin, makalaban ko na rin to. Next year, this year pala.
This year.
Excited din ako. Excited din naman po ako. So,
Tingnan yung dalawa.
excited po, tapos tingnan lang po natin sa PVL po.
Exciting yan. Oo, di ba? Punta tayo dun sa dalawa sa dulo. Sige, kay Mix and kay Chami, dahil may reaction kayo dyan. Okay, kayo, sabi nga nung dalawang ate nyo, di ba, ni Sheena pati ni Erin, kayo na yung susunod di ba, sa NU Lady Bulldogs. Siyempre, nandiyan pa naman si Van, Shalinsug, nandiyan pa si Hardio, si Shaira, di ba? So, malakas pa, nandiyan pa si Coach di ba? Nandiyan pa si Coach di ba? So, gaano kayo, kumbaga, siguro pressured or ready to lead this team without Sheena, Erin, Ate Liza nyo, Bella. Lams, nandun pa? Tama? Nandun pa si Lams? Okay.
So sa amin lang po is, bilang yung mga atin po namin is nag-graduate na, sila po kasi nililook up namin. So ngayon this time po, kami naman po ililook up. So kailangan dalhin po namin yung sarili namin this season.
I think po, ready naman na po kami siguro maging leaders kasi nakita na po namin kung paano sila naging leader. So, meron na po kaming idea kung paano po dalhin yung team. So, and madami rin naman po kaming katulong para mag-lead ng team. Sila Vanji po, sila Shaira. Especially Vanji po, may experience na po siya mag-lead ng team.
Pati importante yung championship experience.
Yes po.
Iba yun yung hindi na nakaratel pagdating ng mga crucial o yung pag fifth set, score 12-all, 13 lumamang. Di ba? Yung may mga ganun experience Check.
Kasi, di ba, yung nerves, ang laking factor nun minsan So, kailangan kalmado lang. But, ito, yung UAAP Season 87, pag-usapan natin yung biggest lesson na nakuha nyo. Sige, isa-isa.
Na madadala nyo.
Yung madadala nyo rin.
Madadala nyo kayo sa pros, kayong dalawa, tapos si Chami pati si Nix na, madadala nyo pa rin next year. Sige, Erin.
For me po, I think yung biggest lesson is yung tiyaga, patience sa sarili, and also sa team. Kasi nga, may goal kami, and it's a long-term goal. Hindi basta-basta makukuha yon. Sabi nga ni Coach, 1 game, 1 point at a time. So, every training, every game, patient lang lagi talaga. Kailangan maging patient ka sa sarili mo kasi hindi talaga siya makukuha agad-agad. And yung process, kailangan talaga pagkatiwalaan yon. And especially na parang magiging bago na yung teammates ko, gano'n, yung environment. I have to trust and put myself dun sa, sa spot na kailangan, wala ulit akong alam. na kailangan I have to learn new things ulit
again,
para
yes,
maka-adapt ako.
Tama naman yun. Be hungry.
Learning never
The
stops.
learning, yes. Learning never stops. Tama si ate, hindi tita.
Oh,
ate, check na.
yan.
Ate lang. Ate, kuya lang kami. Hindi, pati yung kasi, if you're in your, labas kayo sa comfort zone nyo, doon kayo, nalalaman nyo nag-grow kayo. Sheena, ikaw naman.
Ako yung trust ko sa sarili ko this season. Kasi hindi kasi ako first six ngayon this season. Si Nicole yung nilalaro. So yung trust ko sa training na parang kailangan ko lang i-perform. Kasi minsan kasi si Coach last minute akong pinapasok. Mag-crucial game. Sabi ko na parang kaya ko ba to or what?
Binibigla ka kasi ni Coach, di ba?
Tapos ako, as a senior naman, may experience naman ako sa mga ganitong crucial games.
Always ready ka na eh. Sanay ka na eh.
Kaya sabi ko, tiwala lang sa sarili. Yun lang po.
Ganda yan. Next.
Siguro po yung lesson ko po na madadala ko until kahit sa ano po, yung tiwala tsaka puso. Kasi yun nga po, kahit laki na yung lamang or may games po na natalo kami, hindi po siya natatapos dun lang. Kaya pwede pa pong bumawi. Tsaka yung sa puso nga po, kasi ako nga po yung ginamit ngayon. Kailangan kong tibayan kasi ang laki po nung, para po sa akin, laking role ang laking role ni Ate Sheena. Malaki yung role na papalitan ko. Kaya kailangan ko pong magtiwala sa sarili ko po.
Kala ko iiyak ka na eh. Hindi ko Si Josh, yung nagkakala doon. Okay, Chami, ikaw.
Siguro ang lesson ko po ngayon season is yung kailangan kahit anong mangyari ko, kahit anong situation, dapat ready.
Yes.
And dapat kahit na may mali na yung surroundings mo, medyo down na, dapat ikaw yung nandyan para i-uplift yung mga tao sa loob. Kasi ikaw yung makakadala ng energy sa loob. Tsaka yung mga magiging result nun is madadala mo.
Alright.
Quickly, isa na lang sa inyo mag-message. Isa na lang, mabilisan lang. Sa NU community, go.
Thank
graduating.
you.
For the NU community, thank you so much sa pag-support sa amin and thank you dahil one to sawa kayong yung effort, yung puyat, yung patayan para makakuha ng
Paggawa ng placards. Thank you
Paggawa ng
po.
placards. Yeah, thank you so much also. Siyempre, binigyan nyo din yung effort yung men's team natin na talagang gawan sila ng effort to support and also yung placards nga talagang very special mention yan kasi sila talaga yung parang nagsimula nung meme na placards. So, thank you so much.
At susuportahan pa nila kayo. Maraming salamat. Congratulations
Thank
muli.
you so much once again, Erin Pangilinan, Sheena Turing, Nix Mata, and Chami Maaya of the NU Lady Bulldogs. Congratulations. Thank you so much for guesting. Coming up, guess who's back courtside for the Indiana
Tito
Pacers?
John.
Tyrese Halliburton's dad, John, is now allowed to watch Pacers home games again after several weeks of being banned. Catch that story and more when Play-by-Play returns.
And you're still watching play-by-play only here on One News. Okay, let's head to the video wall right away for the highlight reel. All coming from the Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, OKC and Minnesota. Let's start with the Wolves here. Ant-Man to his partner, Jaden McDaniels over Chet Holmgren. Woo! Two-handed flush. Got the crowd going here. Take a look at this again. Dunking over the 7-footer. Chet Holmgren getting one in. That was a good bounce pass from Ant. McDaniels leading all Wolves starters in scoring here with 22 points. Unfortunately, though, his efforts were not enough because, of course, the guys in our next highlight. Let's take a look. This was just a machine here. Pick and roll. SGA, pick and pop to Holmgren who attacks. And look at his defender there falling down to the ground. I think that was Naz Reid. Yes, it was Naz. Look at the spin by the 7-footer attacking the hole right there in the third, putting OKC still up here with less than 2 to play in the third. Holmgren coming up huge for OKC in this game, posting 21, including a bunch of crucial buckets and great defensive plays as well for Big Chet. Finally, okay, we go to this heads-up play by the MVP, SGA, guarded by Gobert on a switch. Step back, drives. Oop, slipping, but his pivot foot is still on the ground. Out to J-Dub for 3. Big one, backbreaker, under 4 to play, putting Mini up by 7. Take a look at this. His pivot foot never left the floor. And heads up play from SGA out to Jalen Williams. Big game for J-Dub. SGA, by the way, career playoff high, 40 points, 9 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 board shy of a triple-double. J-Dub, by the way, was super steady, scoring 34 markers as the Thunder survived the Wolves in Game 4, 128-126. It's now 3-1. Game 5, back to OKC this Thursday, 8:30 a.m. Philippine time. Check.
All right, before we go, some great news for the Indiana Pacers, especially for Tyrese Halliburton. His father, John, can now attend home games again. Reports say the Pacers have allowed the elder Halliburton back courtside in Indy, beginning Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Final Series against the New York Knicks. But John will continue to be away from the team during road games. John has not been able to attend any of Indiana's home and road matchups since his on-court altercation with Milwaukee Bucks star Giannis Antetokounmpo in the first round.
That's great news, especially for Hallie,
Yeah.
to start the team, having your father there. Kahit wala na sa stands, nasa suite, still big na to see your father there. That's all from us tonight. What a show. Catch us again tomorrow, though, Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News. That's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
I'm Cheska Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night.